Hello, 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 my lovely, lovely friends. Thank you for joining me here on A Journey in Light. My name is Joy. Hi. So today's pick a card is brought to you by a vision and calling I was asked to do during a meditation. I have yet to ever have that happen to me. So this setup looks a little different. This is going to be a little bit different of a reading. I'm not quite sure what information is going to come out during this, but I was very much called to do this reading when I was in meditation this morning, so I have to answer that. So hopefully if you are drawn to watching this video, there is a reason. I'm going to go with that. There's a reason that you need to watch this video, because there's something you need to hear, because it was very, very inspired in spirit to do this. So I do have 3 piles. It will be a pick a card, so to speak. I'm using a main tarot deck, and this setup was given to me. So I do have 3 stones for you today to choose from. So pile 1 will be Charoite. So this purple stone, it's called Charoite. So that'll be, if you're drawn to this, be pile 1. Pile 2 is this Orthoceras, is this fossilized, or is this fossil? Millions and millions of years old. And pile 3 will be this lovely piece of Carnelian. So go with whichever pile you're drawn to the most. If your eye's being drawn up here, we will be using this on all piles. So go with whichever pile you're drawn to the most. If you're having a hard time choosing, the timestamps might help you. They'll be in the description box below. Just go with wherever you're being called. If you really feel torn between 2, you could just have some interesting messages in both piles. So feel free to watch as many as you'd like. I'm going to call this is just what you need to know from spirit, from the universe, from God, your angels, your guides, whatever your verbalization you want to put on that. And we're going to go from here. I really don't know. So again, pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. Take a moment, take a deep breath, and I will see you at your pile, guys. Thanks. Hello, my lovely friends for quote-unquote pile 1. You guys picked this beautiful Charoite. I have this ring that's Charoite as well. I should have pulled out the information cards, but I don't have all the uses for it. But if you're drawn to this, feel free to look that up. So we are going over what do you need to know. As I talked about in the introduction, this is a different format for me. This was given to me during a meditation, and I'm not quite sure what all needs to be said. I'm kind of in a meditative state right now, so I apologize if I'm speaking lower than normal. Feel free to turn up your volume. Please don't come at me in the comment sections. I don't have as much control when I'm more in this state for this reading. So, all right, we're going to start. So for the group that was drawn to the Charoite, what do they need to know? Why was this reading so important that I do this way? Okay, we have the King of Cups, Muse of Emotions, Temperance in reverse, the Knight of Swords. Start here. Okay, the message that's coming through is very head versus heart. There may be something that you're dealing with that you're getting very impatient at the timing that's coming, or that it's taking to move forward. You're being asked to temper that need for it to come now, that swift moving energy that you want. There is a reason that whatever this is something that this is going to look different for a lot of you guys, but this is something that's pulling at your heartstrings, something that you feel within your soul that you need to do, that fills you up, that is brimming below the surface, but it's not coming quick enough. There's this like anxiety, anxiousness that's coming about like on time, and you're being asked to just take a deep breath and know that this delay has a purpose. This pause has a purpose. There's going to be information that you're going to learn during this pause that you need to know in order to move forward, or in order to make those decisions in a more concrete manner. This is a warning. They're just asking that you just trust the process. You still have free will. You can do what you want, but pushing this could actually delay it in the long run. So just know that there's some divine intervention at work here, and some things need to play out in a certain manner that just isn't ready just yet. So your swift action could actually cause more issues than good if you choose to move quicker. Again, your choice, but just know that this pause is needed, and try your best not to be frustrated by the length of time that this has taken. That there's something that needs to be either, they're saying it looks different for a lot of you guys, but for some of you guys it may be a wound that needs to be healed first in order to move forward with clarity, and a proper viewpoint, a proper perception. Something needs to be healed from your past, a childhood wound, something like that. If you're wondering why something hasn't come to fruition that you're trying to manifest, they're saying that look deep inside. Are there any wounds that you need to heal first? What has been triggering you lately? Triggers are little messengers to let us know where we still need to work on ourselves. So if there's something that has triggered you in a negative way, obviously, don't focus on what the trigger was, focus on the feeling that it brought up within you, because that is a warning sign for, or not a warning sign, but they're showing me like your car dash, where you have like a little warning light come on, and it's like, oh, there may be a problem here, there may be a low air in a tire that needs to be addressed. That's kind of like the vision that I'm getting now. So they're saying look at it as a little like indicator. Okay, that's the better word. Warning sounds harsh. An indicator of where something that needs to be addressed before moving forward. So for some of you guys, that could be the cause for the pause, to look into that and heal that first before you can actually move forward. And you will understand in the long run why that wound needed to be nurtured in order to take this next step, because something will come into play that if you didn't address that, you wouldn't have been able to handle it properly. So that's a message clearly for some of you. It might not apply to all. Again, these are general readings, so I do my best to cover everything. Give me a moment. I want to make sure I'm not missing anything before I move to the next round of cards for you guys. This may just be for one person. I don't know. This reading is totally weird for me, so I don't know how you guys are going to perceive this. I usually don't get too weird on you guys in my readings, but someone's grandfather, possibly a male figure that passed away, that liked fishing or had a small boat that fished in a, maybe they took you fishing as a child. Someone's past loved ones coming through, I guess with a hello or a nod or something like that, that they're okay. So I'm not sure who that was for, but it's for somebody. Okay, so going forward. Okay, now we have the Knight of Cups, the High Priestess. This is more on this message. And the Queen of Wands in reverse. This is almost like, it's feeling like this is where you're at. This is where Spirit is coming in, and this is like hasty choices. This is like the indicator or the warning sign, I guess, of this. So you're being very called to follow your heart versus following your head here, and that you have this inner knowing. And if you're constantly looking outside of yourself for the answers, like if you're like, well, if you're going to friends and stuff, it's not bad to get advice, but you still need to follow your own heart. So you may be getting information from other people, and if it doesn't sit right or feel right for you, it's okay to dismiss that. They're saying you really need to trust your own intuition, your own internal compass here to follow what's within. If you're having a hard time tapping into that, I'm being urged to remind you guys to get into some meditation, even if it's just a couple minutes of just being able to clear your mind. It's going to be very beneficial for finding those answers. And just know that you might not get them in that meditation. That meditation is simply to clear things out and allow things to flow better, that you may get an inspiration within like an hour or two after that meditation, but don't put an expectation of getting an answer within the meditation at that time. Just know that you needed to clear some cobwebs out for it to flow better, clear some stagnant energy out of your mind that's been halting this inspiration for coming through. Yeah, they're just saying to go within, even if it's, you may not even feel like it's beneficial. It will be just to clear some negative energies out. Like if that's just your intention as you sit silently with yourself, and, you know, do some breath work and just ask to clear out any stagnant energies that are holding you back. That's going to be very beneficial, and you will be receiving your inspirations or the answers that you're looking for from within once you clear that negative energy out. This Queen of Wands in reverse, the message that's coming through is don't dull the fire within you. I'm seeing like stoking a fire, like it's okay to stoke your own fire, and you may have to be your own cheerleader at this point. I feel like a lot of you guys may be hearing negativity from outside about some choices that you're trying to make for yourself, and just know that you need to make those choices for yourself, and above anything else, you are the dictator of your own life and your own path, and you need to trust yourself there. There needs to be more trust within yourself versus with what's coming from outside sources. And sometimes we don't need to argue with those people. You can just say thank you for, you know, that suggestion, I'll consider it, even if you're not going to. Sometimes it's just for the ease of conversation, you know, because people are just trying to help, and just kind of look at it that way and just thank them for the suggestion, and, you know, either take it or don't. If it doesn't sit right with you, you don't have to argue it out with them, and you also don't need to defend yourself with this. You just need to press through and know that you're doing what is best for you at this time and continue to move forward. All right, I'm going to pull some oracle cards next. Kind of see, might be done with tarot for right now. So this one, quieting the mind. If they can't push on this meditation, going within message anymore, like this card coming out is very pertinent to that. And they keep saying all the answers that you need to know are within you already. You know your path, and you know this. I feel like you just, some of you guys have maybe have forgotten how to trust yourself, forgotten how to trust your own intuition. Maybe for some of you guys, some romantic situations that you felt like you knew what it was, didn't pan out well, and then that in turn made you question yourself. They're saying don't question yourself just because something didn't turn out exactly how you felt or you thought it was supposed to. It doesn't make your intuition wrong. Just that situation needed to play out the way it did in order to get you to where you are now. If you can look at where you're sitting now and where that relationship or thinking a certain way about that relationship brought you to this point in your life, then it has definitely served its purpose for now. I'm not saying those things are over, but for now you needed to think about things a certain way to get you to the spot you're currently at and you're where you need to be. And so if any of what I'm saying has caused you to not trust yourself or your own intuition, because again, things didn't play out how you truly felt your intuition was telling you, that doesn't make it false. It just means that, you know, sometimes we get what we need, not what we want, right? But you got to where you needed to be by thinking about that situation or that person a certain way. I hope that makes sense. Okay, any other messages besides going within? I feel like this is kind of like the same message over and over for this pile. Endless possibilities. Yeah, you have all the knowledge within you. You have endless possibilities, endless timelines. We have all these free will choices that put us on all these different paths. And so there's just so many possibilities within you, but they just keep urging me to tell you to trust your inner knowing, trust your inner world. Even if people don't understand, it doesn't have to make sense to them. It's not their life, it's your life. So just go with that, and go what feels right in your true, they keep saying your true north, your inner compass. I don't know if any of you guys have an affinity towards compasses, but it's something that I'm connected to. So I don't know if they're bringing that up for me or if someone else relates to a compass as well. But finding your inner compass, maybe someone has an old compass that was given to them. Maybe actually tangibly finding this compass or a piece of jewelry with a compass on it to remind you to stay the course, stay the path, stay to your true north, is where you need to be. Is there anything else for pile 1? Okay, I think at this time that's the messages for you guys. If you did enjoy this type of reading, I know it's a little different than my normal. Feel free to let me know, and I am totally cool with getting in this super meditative state to do these kinds of readings if it's something that you guys do find value in. So let me know. As always, thank you guys so much for being here with me for this reading. I look forward to seeing you guys in a future reading. Bye, guys. Okay, that's interesting. Hopefully that is messages found their people. If people think I'm completely nutso after this, I won't be surprised. And if you're sitting there listening to me, this is me chatting with my guides about feeling like a crazy person for doing my readings this way. But this is me. Welcome. Hello, my lovely friends for quote-unquote pile 2. You guys picked the Orthoceras, which is a fossil that's millions of years old. It's very cool. They're not always this big, but how cool is that? All right, so pre-warning, I may be speaking lower than normal. I'm in a little more meditative state than normal to try to channel these messages for you guys. This is a little bit different type of reading than I normally do. I know I do have channeled messages that come through from time to time in my readings, but this one is more in the intention of being more of a pure flow of channeling for you guys. So hopefully if you are drawn to this, the messages will find you. I have no idea what's going to come through. We're kind of just going with it. So that is what we're doing today. It's what do you need to know from Spirit. Again, if you didn't listen to the intro, if you did, I'm going to repeat myself. But I was very drawn to do this reading during meditation. I don't normally open up to this side of what I do on my channel, but I guess I'm trying to be more authentic to myself, so maybe that's the purpose for this on my end as well. So hopefully these messages find you well. Okay, so those that were attracted to the Orthoceras, what do they need to know, please? I'm going to start here. Okay, we're starting off, we have the Devil in reverse, a Knight of Pentacles in reverse, and the Seven of Cups. So as ominous as this kind of feels, maybe for the viewer, seeing the Devil sitting here, the message when it instantly popped out was pride, as in your guides, your angels, universe, whatever you want to call it, being proud of the work that you've done, for yourself to heal your own tendencies that were maybe toxic to yourself. I know this could be very literal for some of you guys, where you had an actual addiction to a substance or something like that. All toxicity doesn't have to be tangible in that way. It could be toxic traits, codependency, things that I'm hearing jealousy and stuff, but this being in reverse, it's this beautiful feeling that you guys have been doing the work, and it's time to pat yourself on the back for the work that you've been doing. And it's probably taken a very long time with just this nice Knight in Pentacles showing up here. It may have felt like you've been going through this maybe dark night of the soul for a long time, maybe multiple ones, but I'm being told that it's time to move out of that phase. Also a slight little nod to those who feel like they can't move forward until they're 100% healed. Oh, I hate to break it to you, you're never gonna be 100% healed. Just know that we're always a work in progress. We're always growing. We're always evolving. Things cycle back around, so we understand them more as they come back around. And what I mean by that is, you may run into an issue at one point, right? And you handle it one way because of where you are in your healing journey. And then as you grow, when that cycles back around, you may be, oh, why am I dealing with this again? I've already dealt with it. But Spirit wants you to know that you are at a higher level of healing, learning, growth, that you're going to see it a little different. So now that you're running into it again, it's not that you're being punished or why does this keep happening? You're just learning more levels of the lesson that you couldn't see before when you were at this lower state of healing, this lower state of vibration. But as you're here and look at how you've handled something that may have circled back around differently, and they're saying to be proud of yourself, pat yourself on the back. I keep hearing like you need to really, really, really see all the work that you've done, because you're not giving yourself enough credit. This is feeling like very much like it's like there's so many, I'm getting like intense vibrational chills, like all these energies cheering for you for all the hard work you've done, and they want you to see it. Even if you don't feel like you're exactly where you want to be or you had a goal to be, just take a moment to look at how far you've come. It's so much happiness, so much joy is coming through for you guys on everything you've done. It's quite a beautiful energy. I wish I could translate that through the camera. I can't always put all these feelings into words. I do try my best. But it's just so much elation is coming through for all the work that you've been doing. And so for some of you guys, this might not actually be for yourself. This might be like you're doing healing work and helping others. Through work, you're expanding and helping the collective. So some of you guys that message might not have felt pertinent, but look at what you've done either for those around you or the collective as a whole. And those that have gotten to energy work and that have helped other people, even if you don't feel like you have just know that you have. And just by you being you and you using your gifts, expressing yourself, even if you're just a creator on, you know, a social media platform, just know that you're touching people and you're changing lives. And that is something to be proud of. And all the hard work is going to pay off. And when they bring in the Seven of Cups here, Seven of Cups can sometimes feel like an indecisive kind of feeling, but I'm being shown all these beautiful wealth of options coming in because of all the hard work. You're going to be reaping the rewards. It's just right around the corner. But you also have to be open to that. I feel like there's some self-deprecation coming through for some of you guys, where you may still not feel like you deserve these good things coming, and they're saying you do, but you have to be open to them. You have to allow yourself to take this, and it could just be kind words from other people about what you do, and you downplay your effect and your role in other people's lives, and they're saying please appreciate who you are and listen to those compliments from other people. Listen to the different things that are coming in, those helping hands, those people that want to assist you, those opportunities that are coming in. It's all going to be pouring in, but they need you to open your eyes and see it and not be blocked off because you may not feel like you're ready just yet. You are ready. You've been doing the work. You've been doing the healing. You are there, my friend, but you need to choose to be there and be open to it being okay that if you're not 100% tip top, that is still okay. There's beauty in your vulnerability. There's beauty in your story, and it's time to start sharing that if you haven't thus far. And just know that these rewards are coming in. Again, rewards, sometimes people only look at that in a monetary value. This is going to look at all kinds of ways. It's going to be realizing how much your hand has really touched and helped other people in their lives, and that's a beautiful thing, and you can't put money on that. And it's truly, truly beautiful. Talk about some emotions right there. But you guys, I need you just to pause and stop and really just be like, I deserve all the good stuff that's coming in, and all the things that are coming my way, and I'm open to them. I'm being asked for some of you guys to literally say that out loud. I'm open to the abundance that's coming my way because I deserve all the good things life has to offer. There's some tweaks on some words that need to be done for some of you guys to bring that in and just allow this goodness, this beautifulness to come in, because you are deserving. No matter what you've been through in your past, no matter what you've done, you deserve amazing things, and just know that they are coming, but you have to allow them, and you have to know that you do truly deserve them. Okay, I'm gonna move on. I don't know if we're gonna touch more on this same message or have another message for you guys. Okay, group 2. We have the Moon, 10 of Cups in reverse, the Queen of Voices in reverse. Okay. Yeah, this is kind of touching more on what I was talking about for those that feel like they don't deserve this. Maybe you've been hiding from your gifts, hiding from yourself, hiding behind this illusion of being afraid of really stepping into who you are because of what you think other people are going to think and say. That it's okay to... I'm hearing for some of you guys, if you are doing energy work and energy healing, it's okay to take money for that. It's okay to look at it as an energy exchange. Money is just energy. Currency, it's just a type of currency. Time is currency. Everything is a type of currency, and so it's an energy exchange. And don't feel so much guilt on yourself about you know, getting a monetary value for the work that you do. Yeah, as light workers, sometimes that's hard, but it is our gift. And those people that need us, believe me, the universe will work in their favor to get them the money they need for that energy exchange. So don't feel guilty about that. You are worth your weight in gold here. And so it's okay to receive abundance that way. It never ends. It's never ending. There's abundance for everyone. It's an endless amount of abundance. And if you can tweak your mind and realize that, believe me, it starts flowing in much more. Yeah, but I'm hearing it's time to step up and face some fears that you've been holding or hiding yourself, not like almost like dulling your shine a little bit. And it's time to step forward and truly know that you deserve the 10 of Cups. You deserve it all. You deserve everything. And you're blocking your own miracles by thinking that you don't. You know, I'm sorry I'm harping on this, but like if I could just share the ounce of love and appreciation for what you guys have done that I'm feeling, I wish I could. If you could even feel an ounce of that, you would feel worthy. You know, they're just saying you are so worthy of everything. You just have to be open to receiving, open your mind to knowing that you deserve this all. That you do. You really do. Okay, let me see if any other messages come through. I'm going to pull an oracle card or two for you guys in group 2. Anything else for this beautiful, hard-working group I have sitting here that may not quite see it just yet, but they will. You guys will. The land in between. This card is very much where you're sitting in this in-between energy of this work and almost reaping this reward. You guys have gotten thus far and you're kind of like sitting in this in-between, and it's time to move forward into where your next steps are going in life. This also can be, you know, allowing the universe to conspire for you. I really would love a lot of you guys to say those words, that I'm open and I allow the universe to show me how good can it get. I would love that if you guys would say that, you know, how good can it get? Show me how good it can get, and allow the universe to show you how good it can get. It doesn't have to be your past. You're stepping into a much brighter future. You are shining. You can leave all that behind. You don't have to leave the story if that's pertinent for you helping others, but that story does not define you. Your future does, and you have the choice to change that and move into this brighter wealth of abundance in your life. I'm going to pull one more and see if anything else comes through before I end this for you guys. Ears wide open. Let me actually, I don't know if I've pulled this card before, so I want to glance it over real quick and make sure I'm not missing. 33 might be pertinent for somebody. They just zeroed me in on that. All right, it says, deep listening as a gift we give to others, understanding someone else's needs, showing focus, attention, tuning in on others, and letting go of the ego's need to be heard. So for some of you guys, this card is asking you to listen, you know, pause and listen to other people's stories. And there may be someone in your life that maybe you don't think can teach you anything, but if you can stop and listen to them, some knowledge may be coming your way. But just keep your ears open. Some information is coming into play, into your scope, into your world, that's really going to help you move forward. So they're saying listen with open heart and open ears here, and really know that it's very important that you can be objective on this information that's going to be coming in for you guys. And you know, and giving just the gift of listening to someone else that you care about is a very beautiful thing. Okay guys, so I think that is going to be the end of your pile. I hope that you found this valuable. I hope these messages found you as they needed to. If this is a type of reading that you guys did like, please let me know. I'm totally cool with channeling more information in this style. Just let me know. And as always, thank you guys for spending your time with me. It's truly a blessing, and I'll see you in a future reading. Bye guys. Running out of room for my crystals. Okay. Hello, my lovely friends that picked group 3. You picked the Carnelian stone. I know this is a little different than most of my readings if you skip the intro. And if you listened, you get to hear this again. This reading done in this way was given to me in a meditation this morning. I was very drawn to do it. So I'm a little more in a meditative state than I typically am in my normal videos. So if I'm a little more soft-spoken, I apologize. Feel free to turn up the volume. I don't have much control over that because it's not in my forefront of my mind when I'm a little more in a channeling mode that I'm in right now. So I apologize. Please don't come at me in the comments. I'm doing my best. But we are doing What Do You Need to Know? I don't know what's going to come up. The past 2 piles have looked very different, but very beautiful messages nonetheless. I'm just going to go with whatever those that were drawn to the Carnelian crystal, what do they need to know? I'll be using this deck and some oracle cards as well, as so told to me by my guides. Group 3, what do they need to know, please? Group 3. Seven of Swords. 10 of Pentacles. The Hierophant. Okay, stop here. Okay, we're starting off with, we have a 7 of Swords, a 10 of Pentacles, and the Hierophant. So for a lot of you guys that are building a future for yourself, I'm being told that you need to be really strategic in your logic and your thinking about how you approach this plan. There's possibly going to be some higher level learning that needs to be done in order to move forward. If it's something you've been thinking about or contemplating learning more about something, then the answer is yes. You're being guided to either find a mentor, find a class or something to help expand your knowledge for what you need to do or what you're trying to achieve for yourself. I know the 7 of Swords traditionally is kind of like a sneaky energy, but it's also a very strategic process. So that's what they're giving me. They're saying strategize, make plans, be very tangible about it. With this Pentacle energy here, I'm hearing be very practical and logical in your approach into whatever you're trying to do. If you're having a hard time getting whatever this goal is, it's going to look different for everybody. I feel like those that pick this are working towards something, or they have this dream that they want to bring into fruition. I'm hearing like you need to ground your plans in reality. You need to be a little more less dreamy in your head and be a little more practical at this time. It doesn't mean it always needs to be that way, but you're being guided to actually make lists, break them down and into easy small steps for yourself, and without getting overwhelmed. If something about this, whatever you're trying to do, feels overwhelming, they're saying start small. Okay, well, what's one step that I need to do to move towards this goal? Okay, within that step, what do I need to do to get myself there? Because this is very achievable. Whatever this big goal, big dream, big wish that you guys have for yourself, it is very, very doable. It's just going to take either assistance from someone who's very knowledgeable in the area that you're trying to do, or it's just some strategy. And they're just saying like it's time to get out of your head and time to put in the work now. You've been thinking about this too long. Stop sitting on your dreams and your goals. It's time to put them in a practical action moving forward, and really to really let this blossom, this bloom. It's time to let that light shine. I'm being drawn into the little paper lanterns here. They're saying it's time to light your own fire, lift yourself up, really just it's time to set this and ignite this goal, this dream, this passion on fire, and to let it float up, and just know that it's okay to get assistance or to ask someone that may be more knowledgeable. It may be just one little thing that you're unsure of, and either research that, find someone that knows, something like that. It's just a chance. They're just saying you just need a little more knowledge on something in order for it to be successful, and that's okay. But you also need to be very practical about about your approach to getting this knowledge. So yeah, see if anything else comes through. This is very different than the past 2 piles, so very interesting. All right, so I have a feeling someone's sitting on here trying to look into this in a love manner. And I apologize that this isn't a love reading, but for someone that is, you know, get your head out of the relationship side of this for the moment and look at what other message was coming through for this. We have an Ace of Swords in reverse, 10 of Cups, and the 2 of Materials. Yeah, it's very much like it's time to get out of your head. You've been doing too much thinking on this. They're harping back on this, but I need you to know whatever this thought is that you want to do is going to be extremely beneficial, extremely abundant for you, not just for you, but for your family and your whole life, and to fill your soul and your emotions and everything. It's going to be very, very, very powerful. It's all around really, really good. It's time to put this plan into action. No more thinking, guys. No more sitting on this grand idea you're having. And if everyone else says you're crazy, but you feel like you need to do it, it's time to do it. It's time to stop listening to those voices outside of yourself and really go within and really push through and do that. It may involve juggling some things in your life. Maybe maybe you've been stuck on making this idea move forward because you're not sure how it's going to work out. That's where this plan, this tangible, practical plan comes into play. And at the beginning, it may feel like you're juggling a lot. Maybe you have a family, other obligations, responsibilities that have held you back from chasing this dream, this idea. But they're saying there is a way to work around. It's just going to involve some juggling and balancing act, but you can do it. You can do big things. It's worth following your dreams, chasing your dreams. It's really worth going after. But again, they're just keep running into this practicality approach to it. If you got a Virgo friend, maybe reach out to them, or someone that's very like earth sign that's very good at planning and making lists and stuff. I keep just seeing lists, like listen. So and just getting out of your head and making this putting this into action. Okay. I feel like they're beating the dead horse on that one, but I want to pull a oracle card or 2 for you guys to see if more information comes out about this issue or if they have something else to say. So for those that were attracted to Carnelian, what else do they need to know at this time? Wish upon a star. And the oracle's gift. All right, guys. Yep, definitely that wish, that dream, that hope, that it's time. It's your time to shine. It's time to have this wish come true. And I know sometimes we give it all to the universe when we're trying to manifest, but part of the brilliance of that is working with the universe and working towards your goals. You can't, sometimes we ask for, like, I'll give you guys a metaphor or analogy. Say you want cake and you ask for the cake, but the universe gives you the eggs, the flour, the oil, the sugar, the pots, the pans, everything to make the cake, and you're like, I'm not getting my cake. Well, they gave you all the tools, all the things, but you do have to put in the work to make the cake yourself. So sometimes, you're not just going to get everything handed to you. You do have to work towards it, but start looking around and have you been getting your ingredients to make this dream come true? And then how can you use those ingredients and put them together to make this metaphorical cake, so to speak? Because it is time to bring this wish into fruition. Stop, it's time to really move past just that thinking. And Oracle's gift here, I'm going to pull out the book for this. I feel like I'm not grasping exactly everything for that one. Okay, this is, okay. Second sight, clairvoyance, seeing the future, fate as future determined by the choices you make now, seeing the signs around you, recognizing potential versus absolute determinism. So, for some of you guys, this is using your gifts and tapping in, and I'm just hearing, ask the universe for your ingredients. If you haven't got them thus far, and you can understand that you're willing to put in the work towards this goal, say, okay, can you guys provide me the tools and the information I need to get me to where I want to go, to get me out of this dream state, out of this just imagining this for myself? Can you provide me the tools to get to where I need to be, and moving closer to that goal? Can be something you can do. But for some of you guys, maybe like actually developing more gifts now. Sorry, they zoned me in. I'm going to read this part. It says, oracles show up in a myriad of ways. Sometimes you see a billboard or hear a song or pull an oracle card, and you get the exact message you need to support your choices or show you the way forward. Again, this is very much pay attention to the signs and the things going around. Pay attention to your Instagram feed. That algorithm, they play with that. They use that to their advantage. So if things are popping up continuously for you and you're like, I wonder what that's about, look into that. It may be a sign. It may be a little nod on your guides and your angels, the universe getting you messages, and letting you know, here, this way, here's your breadcrumb, here's which direction you go to. Let's get out of your head and make this work, and moving forward. So keep an eye open for those signs and synchronicities that are going to be coming in for you, because they're going to be very valuable in you moving forward and getting to this whatever this goal is you're trying to get to. Okay, guys, I think I'm going to end it here. I don't think they kind of just stayed in this message, so hopefully you guys found this valuable. Hopefully this information helped you. As always, I appreciate you guys spending your time with me and watching my videos. It's truly an honor, and I look forward to seeing you guys in a future reading. Bye, guys.